It's your boy Gypsy, and welcome back, guys, to another episode here on Cosmic Sky. It has been a minute. Now, before we get into anything for today, first, I want to say that it has been almost exactly 1 year since I started on Cosmic Sky. So, big shout out to all of you for joining me. That's kind of crazy to think about, that I've been, kind of dedicated to this server for the past 365 days or so. And I've put out hundreds of videos on here, and yeah, guys, just a ton of crazy stuff. Good things, bad things, and all in between that have happened on Cosmic Sky within the past year. So for today's video, I want to go ahead and kind of look back on some of the things that happened and assess this season, past seasons, and what I think the future holds for Cosmic Sky. So we will get into all of that in just a second. Real quick though, I was crafting a bit more gear. I set up all of these chests, tons and tons of chests, filled it all up a couple times, broke it all down, and I ended up getting a couple decent pieces, a couple 5/5 pieces, and some decent stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't think I'm dedicated enough right now to make a full 5/5 set, so then I kind of gave up on all of that. But I did get some good stuff there. All of my iron auto miners ran out of pickaxes and stuff, and I've got a lot of gold. I just don't really care to make any more bone bar or anything like that, because no real point to keep making money, because I don't really play too much, and we're just here to have a chat. Now, before the end of the season, I do have a couple goals that I still want to get done. So PV1, I want to go ahead and get a stack of Slotbot tickets, and then either open a stack and make a video out of it, or literally just showcase a full stack of Slotbot tickets, because I'm a big baller, you know. Also, another thing I want to do is get the 4th S-Kit gem, the Warlord S-Kit gem. Now, the way we're going to do that is actually through right here in PV3. So I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to Sophie Mudd. Sophie Mudd caught me on the island and handed me this set right here, which is pretty dope. It's got a demonic mask on the helmet, which is pretty cool. Demonic hazmat and some custom enchants. Pretty decent set here. I'm going to add Prot 4 to all of it and make it a nether set, and then head on into the nether with the set, I believe. Obviously, you're going to have to get rid of the demonic mask, but yeah, it should be pretty nice to have. And we also got some axes with Boss Slayer 3. So yeah, this should be a really nice set to use in the Abyss. And we also got a random emote plus 5 mil from Aquila, so thank you, Aquila, for the dono, and Sophie Mudd for the dono and the insane set that is going to help me get the final S-Kit. And then the third and final thing that I want to do before I end off, this series is I want to win a jackpot, boys. Like, /jackpot stats. Purchase 44,500 tickets. Haven't bought any in a while, but yeah, I want to win a single jackpot before, it's been a full year and I haven't won a single jackpot. I've purchased many tickets throughout the year, haven't been able to win one, so I want to make that happen. So I'm probably just going to go all in and hope that it works. But that's not for right now. We'll get into that later. First off, let's go ahead and open the random emote. Hopefully get something that I don't have so I can go ahead and apply it. Maybe like, ooh, the shrug. Okay, that's a pretty bad one. Pretty bad one, not gonna lie. Honestly, let's just toss it. Okay, now let's go ahead and make this set into a nether set. In my PV here, I've got a bunch of nether bars, so let's go ahead and take some of those out. Over here, yes, there is a nether transformer, which is perfect. Put in the gear, the nether bars, it is fairy set, so we should be able to transform this all pretty quickly. 3, 2, 1, got some boots. Beautiful. Let's go for the pants. 2, 1, beautiful. Let's go for the chest plate. 2, 1, awesome. Got the chest plate. Now for the helmet, boys. 2, 1, awesome. There we go. A full nether set right here. We can go ahead and take off that helmet, put it with the rest of our set here, and throw on this one. Oh my god, I don't have the rolls unlocked. /roll. 1 roll point. Oh man, I'm gonna have to use a reset. No way, they're so expensive, bro. YOLO, who even cares though? Boom. Okay, /rolls. Let's reassign all these things. Okay, warrior, this is the most important one. Let's get the first one on them all. And so nether mastery, we're gonna need to, are there any 4-socketed? No, this is all 3 socketed, so we should be good there. Let's go for 3 sockets on that as well, and just the first one there. Awesome. Now let's go into Explorer. We're going to want to max out Adventurer because we're getting this thing to run Adventure. We're going to want to also max out Quester because quests are kind of fun. And we've got 52 role points left. Wow, oh wow. I guess we'll wait on applying those, but now we can put this set on. Let's get rid of the hazmat helmet because it looks ugly, and there's no point in having a demonic mask either. And look at that. Let's see if we can find another mask. Suppose we can take the chads from these helmet right here, throw it on there. Let's go, baby. Now, these are only diamond weapons when they could be the gold nether weapons. But that is all we have for right now, so it's going to have to work. We're kind of decked out, boys, not going to lie. We got to make this set Prot 4. But other than that, big shout out to Sophie Mudd for the set. Looks pretty dope. Now I'm going to continue to grind the adventure and stuff over the next couple days, but I want to take a minute to talk about the server. So I've got about 10 to 15 minutes of recording of me just kind of ranting about Cosmic, but I've decided that I don't want to actually put that in, so I'm just going to sum it all up in about like 30 seconds here. Basically, I said that Cosmic was popping, you know, Season 2, and it's kind of been downhill ever since. They peaked at about 6K players on at one time, and it's gone down, 170 people online right now, which is actually really bad. But it is kind of late at night. Anyway, I talked a little bit about how they messed up with the whole duping thing that was going on. Basically, the admins, that one's kind of on them. They should have found that issue a lot sooner. It's been going on for a couple seasons now, that same duping glitch with money that Any Random and a few other people got banned for as well. So that one I honestly think is on the admins. Possibly because they had clouded judgment when it came to Skane Pals. Now, I'm not completely sure about that. Honestly, I have no idea what the admin's relationships with Skane Pals was, so don't hate me on for saying that, but Legendary made a big post about how he also thinks that, and I think a lot of people think that, so I'm not saying there's any truth to it. I'm just saying that a lot of people think that Skane Pals gets away with a lot of stuff, and that, you know, the dupe glitch should have been found a lot sooner, especially when the season before this one, Any Random had about 20 trill when everybody else had like a few bill. That's kind of exaggerated, but not really. Then I also talked about how the server kind of messed up when they made the meta fully cocoa beans. They buffed cocoa beans way too much for this season, and they knew that people would just be farming cocoa beans all day once it got to that point. And that is just a super boring meta that really they never should have put on the server. Like, they actually think they're going to keep consistent player base when they're making the meta sit farm cocoa beans for hours every day. And my opinion on this matter is that basically, you know, that would have been fine for maybe a week, but they have to switch up the meta, not every week. If you find a decent meta, then you can do it for like a month maybe. And this is for endgame metas because, you know, beginning and mid game are really fun on Cosmic, but endgame metas right now, they just have nothing good, which is why everybody's kind of quitting cheating because nobody wants to sit there and farm cocoa beans. So that's why they're scripting, and then and it's really just not a good time overall. So I think that they, you know, start off with one thing and just include 2 to 3 metas with different updates so that people can kind of switch it up, even though it is endgame. So this is kind of something hard to do, but I feel like the server could kind of do this, and they kind of tried to create a second endgame meta and switch it up with the Abyss, but it didn't really work. Obviously, nobody really goes in there anymore, and it was kind of overrun by one alliance. The other thing I kind of talked about was the future of CosmicSky. So the other thing I spoke about in this clip that I deleted was basically the YouTuber aspect and the recruiting aspect on CosmicSky. Obviously, since Season 2, it has been going down, the player count, so they aren't really recruiting in the best ways. Like, just look at the numbers, and that's what will tell you that. I mean, getting people like Skeppy and Joshy to upload on their second channels some 10-minute video that they get by logging on for 10 minutes, it's not going to cut it to actually recruit players to the server. There's a big issue with recruiting players to CosmicSky because for the content to be good, the YouTuber has to, you know, spend a lot of time on the server, really get to know how it works because it is kind of complicated. But all these big YouTubers that have the potential of bringing in lots of players don't really have the time to do that because the content would not do great on their channel compared to their other content. Now, the pack is a great way of doing that, and it's quite possible that they get the pack in the next few seasons, because that's honestly one of the only things that I could see bringing this server back. Not even that the pack has any idea what they're doing on here, but just because a lot of the players that still play are from when, you know, Season 2, when the pack played. That is an option, but It can't be your only option because they're not going to be here to play every map to get players every map. And so what I think the server has to do is kind of find a better way of retaining the same players and bringing them back after they do bring them for one season. Now, one way to obviously do this is give out content creator roles, which they really don't do, to anybody who isn't like a paid to come on here, giving out like 1 or 2 roles since the beginning, season 1. Now, obviously, I'm a little salty because I've been on here for about a year, but anyway, that's beside the point. The point is that they have to find a new way to bring players in because the pack just coming on 1 every 6 seasons isn't really gonna work anymore. And the last thing I really mentioned was how Yiprin is now taking up a lot more responsibility on here, even though she came and it's almost too late. So we'll see what she has to do to fix it. Other than that, man, I think the server might be dead for a while. Might never come back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what CosmicSky has up their sleeve. Now, with all of that said, I am going to take my super talented Skyblock skills, which don't exist, and head on over to Hypixel Skyblock, I believe. Now, in the description of this video, you will see a Discord, which is the Discord of yours truly, and I'm going to be looking for some help in there for Hypixel. So if you guys play Hypixel or know anything about Hypixel, be sure to join that Discord. I'll be giving out some Hypixel Skyblock roles, and maybe we could start another brand new adventure for this summer over on there. Now, I'm not saying this is my last video on here ever, or even for this season, because I did say earlier that I have a few more things that I want to get done on this server that I have not done or completed yet. So I'm still going to be lurking around. Anyway, boys, we got one more thing to do before we end off this video, and that is basically pick a giveaway winner, which I announced last video. So here we are on my YouTube, where we opened 11 champion lucky blocks, which is pretty crazy. If you guys haven't seen this, go ahead and watch it. My luck was kind of cracked. Anyway, we are giving away 2 S-Kits gems, and we got 133 comments of people who entered. So let's go ahead, copy the URL, bring it into a random comment picker, filter duplicate users, and ready this thing up. There we go. We got 126 unique commenters, and let's go ahead and pick the first winner, boys. So it looks like our first winner, and the first person walking away with an S-Kit is going to be Mohammed IGN JShep23. Congratulations. And our second winner, the second person that's going to be walking away with a champion S-Kit gem, is going to be Cameron. So congratulations to Wink Camdill. GG's to both of you guys. Be sure to message me in game. I won't be on too much, so your best bet is probably to go down into the description, join the Discord, and message me on there, and we can link up, and I'll get you prize, the S-Kit gem. So each of you have won an S-Kit gem. Congratulations. But yeah, boys, that's gonna about do it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that like button and subscribe. Since I'm sure most of you don't really play anymore, I'm sure you'll understand why I've been lacking on the vids. For those of you who still do play, I don't know what you do on here all day, but nice, good stuff, dude. I'm impressed that you could stick it out this long, honestly. If you guys want to rant about Cosmic, feel free to do so in the description down below. No hate on any comments, just speak what you feel and what you think. I'm interested in all of your guys' thoughts on how Cosmic is going to do in the future, or comment some good early game strats on Hypixel. Anyway, boys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Adios and goodbye.